Hare Krishna. So in Vishnu Chintamani, Lord Shiva is telling Uma. What is he telling? He's talking about meditation and chanting. He says, Agachit smaranam Vishnor bhava aya sena sadhyate aushthaspandana matrena kirtanam tu tato varam. He says, with great struggle, it is possible to meditate on Lord Krishna. It's a great struggle. Even in Satyuga, people were finding it difficult. When mind was so calm, the atmosphere, the surroundings, everything was so serene, so tranquil. But still, it was difficult. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. You do Shravana and Kirtan, Smarana, remembrance will follow. You just hear about Lord, you chant about Lord, and remembrance will follow. We see that in our life also, day-to-day life. If someone is sending you a message about third person, when you read about that third person, immediately your mind and your consciousness goes there, and you are able to remember about him. You're thinking, you're meditating immediately. Why? Because there is some Shravanam and Kirtanas happening. In Kali Yuga, Vyasdev writes in Bhagavatam, Upadrita, we are always in anxiety, always distressed. Everyone in Kali Yuga is always in anxiety and distress. Mind is just running. It's not only that mind is running from spiritual topics, even in material topics, mind is not stable. That's the nature of mind. And Kali has only given more intensity to that nature. Chanchalam he manah Krishna. Pramati balavadridam. Balavadridam. Mind is very powerful, obstinate, and determined to be flickering. It's very, very difficult to curb the mind. So how is it possible? There are so many people in the world who are teaching nowadays yoga, meditation. And student is asking the teacher, Sir, please tell me on what to meditate. Can I meditate on my home? Can I meditate on my family members? Can I meditate anything in the world? He said, no. Don't meditate anything on material. Otherwise you will be bounded. So then what shall I meditate on? Because the guru, so-called guru, does not know about spirituality, about the beautiful form of Krishna. And he's telling his disciple not to meditate on material. He's not talking about spiritual. Where will the disciple go? So everyone in the world, in the name of meditation, they are just sleeping. They're just sleeping. Lord Shiva is telling, with a great struggle, it is possible to meditate on Lord Krishna. And this also, after great struggle, you can meditate this for great rishis. This is for practitioners who are practicing for many years, decades. Then he says, however, simply by moving the lips, one can easily chant Lord Krishna's holy name. So that means chanting of Hare Krishna mantra gives a better and immediate meditation on Lord Krishna than to meditate directly on him. When we chant about Lord Krishna, hear about Lord Krishna, what happens? Even though mind is getting distracted, let's not try to control the mind. Let it go. You have to just focus on hearing. So Shravanam is happening, Kirtana is happening. Smarana, the remembrance, will automatically follow. So when we understand this, we'll focus more on chanting. And that's why he says, for this reason, chanting the Lord's name is more effective than trying to meditate on him. Many people, they wake up early morning, they say we want to meditate. And what do they meditate? They meditate either on sense objects, they meditate on their anxieties, they meditate on their past life, which was full of miseries and suffering, or they just go in the dream. They're just meditating on some illusion. Oh, I should be like this, I should get this, I want this, I want this. They're meditating on their desires. And eventually they sleep. They fall asleep. You cannot meditate. It's not possible. This meditation is not meant for this age. It's impossible. And that too, Kali. Very difficult. The process of this mind distraction is only intensified, has only intensified in this age of Kali. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very mercifully has given us this process of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Isn't it amazing that even when we are chanting, see, we are moving our fingers, we are moving our lips, we are vibrating our tongue. There is some sound vibration coming. We are hearing that. So many senses are engaged actively, yet we sleep. Yet we fall asleep. This is a challenge every devotee faces. And then we are talking about let's meditate silently. Everyone would be sleeping, and people are sleeping. Devotees, they chant in circle. They form a circle. 8 devotees, 10 devotees, they form a circle. There are many circles in the temple hall. Then you are sitting, on your left one devotee is chanting, on your right one devotee is chanting. And they both are chanting, and sometimes devotees, they chant loudly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. But still, this fellow in center is sleeping. So many devotees chanting, you are chanting yourself, but just fall asleep. There is a struggle. And then we want to talk about meditation. Isn't it something very silly? That's why nowhere these meditators are going. Nowhere. It's just another form of sense gratification. It's another illusion they are into. And that's why they're not growing. It's very difficult. Our mind will not allow. So let us focus on chanting the holy name, which is easier. And do practice. Krishna says, Abhyas. By Abhyas, we can control. So let us chant the holy name, hear attentively, and this holy name will go and bring the mind back. We have to just hear. And we'll see the result. And we have seen the result. We have seen tremendous result. How devotees have grown in bhakti. And we ourselves can see, that when we are chanting, we are hearing, we get benefit. We are able to connect. Otherwise, just by meditation, we cannot connect on the form of Lord. It's very difficult. Now, one may say that mind is so much distracted. What to do? Sometimes we get discouraged. So we should not get discouraged. See, from billions of lifetimes, mind has been independent. Mind is not, accustomed to follow the instruction. Mind is accustomed to give instructions. And now, after getting connected to this process of bhakti, we are trying to give instruction to mind. So definitely mind will, rebel. It's very obvious. Anyone would do that. So that is why we should not get discouraged if mind is rebelling. Just continue. We have given billions of lifetimes listening to the mind. Let him do some, rebellious activity. Let us continue chanting, at least for one lifetime. And we see the result. There will be a magic. And we are seeing result now also. The mind is getting subdued. Okay, if not completely, but the process has started. And that is the inspiration for all of us to continue chanting. So sometimes the mind will become very forceful, sometimes it will be subdued. So it's a war. It's a war between a sadhaka and the mind. So in the war, sometimes, it's like a sports. Sometimes the other person wins, sometimes you win. But eventually, Krishna has promised we will win if we sincerely chant. Then we will win over the mind. So let us focus on chanting rather than doing this all meditation. Let us ourselves and let us teach others to chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra and hear attentively, and we will eventually attain perfection and success. Hare Krishna. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki jai.